If the buyer attends the entire inspection, that would mean that the client and the inspector show up at the exact same time and leave together. That would need a larger block of time, and that sometimes aggravates the sellers because they're gonna have to round up their kids, their dogs, or whatever and find somewhere to be during the inspection. And if the buyer is planning on attending the entire inspection from start to finish, then they definitely need to advise the home inspector of that at the time of scheduling, because that is going to require a larger block of time. A buyer who attends the inspection from start to finish often gets bored quite quickly, but could have the ability to be very informed. So depending on what state you're in, many real estate code of ethics will require a client to be supervised the entire time that they are at that property for the inspection. Now, this could definitely be an issue if the buyer were to show up for the inspection and they bring their friends and family and kids with them and they just cut them loose to run around. Remember, this is an inspection. This is not show and tell time. It is not the time for the kids to just run around and claim what room they want to pick. I would definitely be concerned if that buyer wants to be there for the inspection and they're trying to go up on the roof or inside the attic, or if they're touching the seller's personal belongings. More times than not, if a buyer is going to be there for the inspection, then I will have the roof and the attic done before they even show up. There's also liability that comes with the buyer that shows up for the inspection from start to finish. What if they were to fall and get hurt? What if they fall down the stairs? Or what if they stick their fingers in the electric panel when I've got the dead face off and they get shocked? What if they knock over the seller's lamp and it breaks? We also have to think about, does the client distract us or help us during the inspection? I mean, yeah, there's those guys that are really helpful and they're smart and they know what's going on and they can point things out. And then there's really those guys that are just curious, want to hang out, and they just talk to you. They would get like way ahead of you and like, oh, look, you can see this. And you're like, hold on, I'm here. I'm not even there yet, but I've definitely had that happen. Then there's the other side of the fence where the buyer would just show up at the very end. Well, that'll be part 3. Stay tuned, like and follow for more.